Hey, yo, YouTube world, check it out. I'm doing a quick video on one of New York's finest, NYPD. A female officer happened to do a drive-by with her son in money earning Mount Vernon. Um, I'm not really surprised that none of this at the end of the day, for the simple fact that um, I mean, I'm not surprised for the simple fact that this is just NY's finest. Unfortunately, um, there's a lot of corrupted cops, especially I could speak, especially in NY period. I know from the city for a fact. I'm speaking from the city. I know definitely places upstate. Um, but this one is on next. This is something. This is like on the next level. She happened to do a drive-by with her son in the whip, which is, it's crazy, Salute to Hassan Campbell. You see the video about this, and I'm gonna expound on more about the whole topic. Um, but it just goes to show the times we live in, the era we live in. It's really a different time. You know, she don't realize that basically she got her whole immediate family jammed up, and I think that's the problem. I think this is one of them, the cautionary tales of when you have a certain level of power. Uh, some sort of like I said, you're in a powerful position, and basically comes to a point where people just abuse their power. And I think that's the problem, especially with a lot of cops in general. And this is nothing new. This is something different because I've never heard in my entire life, especially me being from New York, being from the city period. You know what I mean? Shout out to all 5 boroughs all day. Brooklyn, Flatbush all day representing right here. You know what I mean? All the shout out to all 5. Down to Shaolin, and just the whole NY period. Upstate, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, everywhere, all over NY. And this just goes to show us a level of corruption. It's just unreal these days. This is something next level. I've never seen nothing of like this in any of my of all the years I've seen stuff going on. I've never seen it to this point, and it just seems that this is nothing new, but this is something that's really just came out the woodworks because I think the smarter thing she should have did was basically she should have called for some kind of backup or something if it was that serious. But it's one of those things, and allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, she must have possibly been getting high, and they decided, she wanted to go ahead and go on a mission with her son, and it's like, at the end of the day, is it really worth it? And now all of them are jammed up. I'm hearing that obviously the mother, she's jammed up. I think it was even the father involved or something. The father's jammed up. Basically, and her son, I think, is even jammed up and even injured, if I'm correct. And it just seems like one of them situations where it's like, end of the day, you gotta, level your power with caution. There's a certain degree of caution that I feel like and that's the problem with a lot of cops too. They have all this power and they overuse it and abuse it, and that's the problem. And this is where it breeds the level of corruption. But this is just an eye opener of nowadays of what's going on, and goes to show that these times are very different. And whatever all three of them got coming to them, it is what it is. I just see that this is something new. I mean, I've always heard over the years of cops doing corrupted stuff. I've even seen myself. Which probably one day I'll go into a story time and stuff, because I got lots of different stories I could talk about. It just goes to show you that where the level of society is heading to, and that people have to do better. The cops particularly have to do better. Everybody have to. It just is what it is these days. But let me know what y'all think about this story. Do y'all think that the cop? Do you think that she should be basically held accountable? The son, father, everybody of this whole drive-by situation, could have been a level of caution. Could have things been done differently? Let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, share 82 Brooklyn 7. Like, subscribe, share at 82 Brooklyn 7 on YouTube. Check out all my full videos. Old, new, short clips, old, new, lives, my old lives. I'm going to try to do a new live as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to try to definitely come through and drop some more videos and stuff. With that note, ID5, peace.